Hello everyone, welcome back, and to those of you who are new, welcome. Today's video we're going to be looking at a past connection. This could be an ex that you're asking about, or someone that you were in contact with that you lost contact along the way, someone who you could still be in no contact with, or someone that you may have reconnected with recently. And if you're looking for a little bit more insight as to how they feel or what their intentions are, this is probably a good reading to help you out with that. We have 3 piles here for you today. We have pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. I'm going to do a little something different here in the intro. I'm going to hold up the crystal and the card so you can get a bit better view on it to help you out to pick your piles. So for pile number 1, we have this amethyst chevron point and this hummingbird spirit. Pile number 2, this Labradorite crystal, and this hummingbird. They're all hummingbirds today. I don't know why, but the hummingbirds were just calling me. And pile number 3 is this Shungite crystal and this hummingbird spirit. Hopefully this helps you a little bit better to pick your piles. You can of course pause the video here if you need more time, and your timestamps will be down below in the description box. And I will see you at your reading. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. You chose this amethyst chevron point and this hummingbird spirit. Okay, so starting out your reading, whoever this person is, they have so much to say to you with this Ace of Swords here. They also are having a very hard time letting go of you with this Death in reverse. They don't want to start over. They don't want to forget. They're hanging on very, very hard right now. They want to clear something up with you as well with that Ace of Swords. They want to open some honest conversations and honest communication with you. With the Death in reverse also, it's like a spiritual emptiness that they have. It's like a loss of direction. They're very stagnant at the moment. They're feeling stuck. But they're refusing to face the fear of change or change itself. They're feeling drained, exhausted. They are having a very hard time accepting what is. So the situation that is right now, they're having a hard time with it. With this Destiny card, this is the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune in the traditional tarot. The Destiny card is talking about good luck and good fortune. It's a turning point. So they're trying right now to start off on the right foot. They want to turn things around in this situation. There's a transformation that they're really hoping for. It might seem, they're definitely thinking, like I said, about communicating with you. And when they do, it might seem like a coincidence, but it's more than that. It's something that is almost like an act of fate. There's like a karmic change coming for the better. And it's interesting with this Anand card. This is a specific card to this tarot deck. And just like the imagery suggests of the fetus here, it's a new beginning, and it's something that's starting in the infancy stage. So there's something blooming between you, and it's interesting because you have that Destiny card, and then you have here the Empress flanking that Destiny card, and then in the middle you have like a regeneration or rebirth. It's like almost like this regeneration and this rebirth is destined. It's like in the womb here. So the Empress is an excess kind of passion and enthusiasm, but it's also speaking of this new life that's being birthed. So the fresh start that they wish to have with you is something that they feel they can't even ignore if they wanted to. It's something that they feel they can't escape. They feel like it's truly like written in the stars, and like there's nothing that they would be able to do to fight it. Because I feel like at a certain point they were a bit trying to fight it, but they're tired. They're tired of fighting. They're exhausted. They can't do it anymore. So here's the Messenger of Water. So this is like the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot. There's some deep emotions here. But the thing is that they're not being forthcoming with those emotions just yet. On the outside, they're trying to put up this facade that everything's great, that they're fine. But inside, they're very intense. They have these very, very deep emotions. And you can see here that she's like looking at this seahorse. They're consumed with the thoughts of you. Like that's kind of all they have in their sights right now. They're thinking of you. There's a determination that they have. They're like keeping their purposes to themselves, but they want to come forward. They want to offer like a future with you. They want to offer something meaningful. This is a true love that they have. They do still love you, and they want you to tell you that they still love you. We have here the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is third party energy. So that might be something that might be stopping them. You might be in a relationship, or they might be in a relationship. I'm getting the sense that it's more you that they're concerned about, though. That they feel like you have another option that they feel like they have to kind of compete with at this time. But they're willing to work with you and show you and prove to you that they are the best choice. They want to like do what it takes to prove that they would make you happiest. And it's interesting because next to that we have here the King of Water. So there's a lot of deep emotion here. The King of Water is like the pinnacle of what you want to see in a reading like this, because it's someone very serious about their emotions. They're very sensitive. It's a wonderful soul connection. It's like a beautiful friendship-based kind of love connection too. You understand each other on a deeper level. They feel very like they want to support you. There's somebody who has like a gentle, loving energy. And there's more emotions that they want to reveal to you. They want to have like this open and honest conversation, like with this Ace of Swords here. They have a lot that they want to say to you, and their emotions do run very deep. They are just being very wary about this third party energy, or even if it's not a physical third party, they might just be aware that you may have other options because you are such a magnetic, wonderful person. So even if they don't know for sure that there's somebody else, they might just be wary of coming in too fast in case you have someone else, if that makes any sense. We have here the Eight of Swords. So this is like a self-imposed restriction. So they might be holding back of their own fruition. They might just want to be very respectful. They might be scared in a way. They might have some fears of being shut down. They kind of are having trouble seeing like the bigger picture. So if you are open to them, they're having a bit of difficulty actually seeing that and accepting that at this time. They're kind of seeing boundaries maybe where there aren't so much. This might be a bit of a blockage in the communication, and that might be causing them to have like these perceptions that are not maybe based in reality. They don't know what to do next, that's for sure. They're doing the best like they can with the information they have, but they're closed off at the moment, and it's causing them a bit of mental distress. So they might be feeling very isolated, very like imprisoned in their own ideas at this time. For a very small few, it could be an actual illness that they have, either a mental illness like depression or a physical illness that might be causing them to hold back a little bit also. But that's only for a small few of you. For the rest of you, I feel like it's really just a kind of isolation that they're in right now, and it's due to their own thoughts, and a lot of their thoughts are maybe not even correct perceptions, but it's just perceptions that they have based on the knowledge that they've kind of been given at this point. Here we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is talking about trying to move on. The thing is though, because it's here below the Eight of Swords, which is talking about restriction, they're having a very hard time moving on. So you see in the Six of Swords, there's like this bridge here. They're having a very hard time crossing that bridge. They're having a hard time like investing in themselves right now and finding resolutions and solutions to their problems. They're working on it though, but it's kind of a battle for them to be patient at this time. Like there's a necessary transition and they recognize that, but it's like a fight in their mind of them being able to cross and do what they feel like they need to do. They might physically need to be relocating at this time or moving, and they might be needing to get support from people that are around them to do that. They have like even if it's not a physical move that they're doing, they have a task that they have to tackle, and they're going to need help from others at this time. If it's not like a physical move, it's going to be something that they need to tackle. We're going to get some oracle cards now for you. All right, so the first oracle card here is hostilities, so conflict, unrest. And you see in the back you have this Black Panther. Very interesting with the full moon. Now, a full moon with these water tarot cards suggests that the emotions are changing like the tide. The emotions are really running high at this time. And they're very deep in their emotions for you. Now, the Panther is very interesting because this is like a loner card. It's a solitary card, but it's also very like steady and strong. It's like stripping away all the facades. So this is what your person is kind of in energy-wise. They're looking to strip away all of the facades, all of the shadows. They're kind of looking to be honest and truthful, but they're also in a solitary stage at this time where they're working on themselves, and they need to do this alone, they feel like. We have here deep emotions. Yeah, wow. It's very, very strongly indicated that their emotions are quite deep for you. It says unknown feelings, past life influences. Wow. Okay, yes. So this connection may cross between lifetimes. This may not be the first lifetime that you and this person were in union or connected in a very strong, profound way. That's why the emotions are so high. And that's kind of why when like you see each other, you think of each other, it's kind of like magnets. You guys are like just drawn together, and it's hard to explain why there's such a deep connection and why such deep feelings. But that would be a very good indicator. If there was a past life connection, then it's just something you guys are just drawn to each other. We have here the arrow. So there's a sense that they're trying to trust in everything that has been built so far. And they're going to try to let go a little bit. They're going to try to not have such a strong hold. And basically trust a little bit in destiny to bring you together. They've done like the work. And they're trusting that like the connection's going to hit the mark. We have here, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So yes, they've had a struggle with this in the past, feeling like it was safe for them to love and connect with someone. But this time they're doing what this arrow suggests. They're letting go. They're opening their heart and they're getting ready to let go a little bit. They're, like I said before, they had like this kind of facade that they're okay on the outside. They didn't really want to show their feelings, but they're slowly easing up and like letting go of that. We have here, your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So it's very possible that your person could be exhibiting this Taurus behavior or have Taurus in their chart, or you may be a Taurus. This is just suggesting that they're recognizing that up until this point, they haven't had such a strong practical plan, and they need to work on that because they recognize that you're the person that they want. And if they're going to be able to make that happen, they have to start to really like buckle down and get serious about that plan to execute it. We have here Father. So this might be something that they want, is to be a father figure. You may be a father. It depends. Like I said, like I always say, this is a genderless reading. I do sense some strong male energy though from your person. So they're in their masculine energy. So it could be that your person, whether they're a male or a female, just wants to be like that strong role model figure. We have spirituality and religion. So they might be trying to get right with God at this time and get right with their own soul's journey. And they might also be looking to come into union with you in a very holy spiritual kind of way. So this could indicate a marriage. It could just be indicating that they want to make things more committed with you. So they want to have children. They want to have a strong foundation for a future with you. We have here the anchor, just as I say that, strong foundation. Yeah, so they're definitely anchored to you. This is like a solid connection. This is a solid person. Here's a message from your person. It says, I try not missing you and I wish I was better at it. Yeah, so they tried at one point to kind of forget about this connection and let go a little bit and get their distance. But like I said, with this death in reverse, they had a very hard time, and it was impossible for them to do that. As much as they tried to distance themselves and tell themselves that this wasn't something that they necessarily needed in their life, they're finding that that wasn't the case, that they can't just walk away as easily as they may have thought they could. Here we have, you're all I think about. Yeah, so as much as they tried, they always circle back to you. We have here transformation, beautiful imagery. And we spoke about that earlier, about them having a hard time accepting that they needed to change something. And they were kind of fighting it. But eventually they're going to accept that things need to change. This does not mean that they will not be able to come back, but maybe even necessarily that they do have to change to be able to come forward. We have here memories of love. So this is like the Six of Cups in the traditional tarot. It's quite a beautiful card. This is a card of nostalgia. So they're thinking about the fond memories that you had in the past. This could be someone that you knew from childhood or just have a long history with them. It may also be someone that you haven't seen in quite a while or spoken to in quite a while. So there might have been a very long time standing in between contact with this person at some point. We have here, make a mission statement for your soul. Yes, okay, so your person is very much in the planning stages right now. They're kind of drawing their roadmap to get themselves back to you. And they're realizing that there's a lot that they have to do in order to make it happen, but they're doing all that they can. We have the card here, overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. So that's the message that they want you to know, is that right now they're having a very hard time. Here we have, I know we'll find our way back to each other. Yes. So although that they are having a difficult time and they're overwhelmed right now, they are confident that they will find their way back to you. They're making that roadmap to get back to you. They're doing their work on themselves right now to make it so that they will be a good match for you. Here it says, one more night alone could be the poison that kills me. Yeah, they're in a lot of pain here, guys. It's not like a fun energy for them to be in. They're having a hard time, especially the nights alone are very difficult for them. They struggle a bit with that too. They overthink at night. They kind of go over what it is that they would do differently if they could at night. Wow, okay, we have the Panther Spirit. So we saw the Panther earlier on, and now this is just straight up Panther Spirit. So reclaim your power. That's what they're working on right now. And like we said, the Panther Spirit is very much like the loner kind of energy. It's the solitary energy, but it's also being alone to be able to work on stripping away those shadow aspects of themselves. So they need their time alone right now to reflect, and that's the only way that they're going to grow as a person, to be the right person for you when they do come into union with you. We have yang energy. Yeah, I was seeing that very strong masculine energy. So even if your person is a female, either way, they're just in this energy of wanting to give. They're very much in the energy of wanting to be the provider, of wanting to be the solid foundation for you, someone that you can lean on, someone that you can trust, someone that will be there for you to lift you up. We have here Egyptian geranium. Wow. So I don't know if any of you have any any history buffs here watching or any connections to ancient Egypt, but that might actually be a past life connection that you might have with this person. You may have known each other as far back as that. Interesting. We have here leaves. So this reminds me of fall, fallen leaves and everything. So this could mean that the reunion may happen near the fall time, or just like fallen leaves might be a sign for you that your person's getting closer. We have here, you will hear from me soon. Yeah, they're going to reach out. That is definite. I can feel it from all of these cards. Okay. And the last one that we have here, visualize your dream life. So it says, manifestation is about cultivating trust and confidence within yourself and with the universe. It's only as sustainable as how deep you are willing to look within yourself. Do the shadow work and release all the crap that no longer serves you. Release your limiting beliefs and stories you tell yourself. It's more than just saying, this is what I want. It's about cultivating the feeling so deep within that you will already know it's yours. The feeling is stronger than the dreaming. When you think about your goals and the things you want, how does it feel to be in that space and in that reality? Focus on that. Dream it, feel it, believe it, achieve it. So what this card really speaks of is living your life as if it's already yours. And this is like almost like the main key in manifestation. They always say visualize it as if it's already happened. What would you do once you have it? What will you do when it's yours? So you have to visualize as if that thing is already attained by you. And this might be the key to having your person come forward to you. You need to open up your heart space so that they feel safe in doing so. So it might be so simple as just meditating and reaching out to your person via your heart space to theirs, connecting and saying, you know what? It is safe for you to come forward to me. It is safe. I will accept you. So you can try doing that. That might help. We're going to pull some charms here for you now. Just a moment. Okay, so as usual, we have here the head and the heart. We're going to see what your person is thinking and feeling for you. All right, so for the head, we have like this little pink pacifier here. So a baby girl or a young girl, daughter, might be influencing this connection, or might be something that they want. We have an infinity symbol here, so their thoughts of you are kind of endless. They don't stop. They have here the ship's wheel. This could also be, I feel like in this, usually I don't read it this way, but in this time I'm seeing it as a lot like the Wheel of Fortune, the Destiny card that we saw before. It's something that's like inevitable. It's gonna come back around, like destiny's gonna turn for you guys. We have here the dragon. Interesting. I'm getting a very clear message. So when they think of you, they think of someone fierce. Somebody quite fierce, somebody who is very protective of those that they care about and love. Somebody who they feel very safe putting their trust in. Oh, this is sweet. We have the dolphin here. Now, the dolphin is a very loving kind of energy, but it's also very playful. So when they think of you, they think of all of the good times, the lighter kind of times. We have the yin and yang symbol as well. That could just very much indicate that you guys, we have the yang. They consider themselves, I think, in the yang energy. They consider you the perfect yin to their yang, though, that you have the calmness that kind of like soothes their like rougher side. So they consider you very complimentary to them. We have the star here. That's Aquarius energy, but it's also a wish fulfillment. So they think of you and it's like a dream to them, a wish that would come true if they could have you. Let's see for the heart. All right, so it's possible that faith is very strong for your person or very meaningful to you. Therefore, it is important to your person as well, because we have here the Virgin Mary. So they think of you also as someone very pure. We have the dragonfly. This is another symbol of like a dream, but it's also someone very strong. It's got a mystical kind of energy to it as well. We have here the dancing couple or the lovers appearing here in the heart. So that might be a desire of theirs, is to be able to dance with you. It's interesting because we had like the father, we had like a lot of male kind of energy, and here we have like the father cat with the baby cat. So to be a father might be like a very strong desire for them. If it's a female though, then they might actually want to see a father figure or be more of a father figure. It could resonate either way, but there's something very strong about a father figure to this person. Very meaningful to them. I have here the heart. So yeah, definitely a lot of beautiful love and another heart here. So there's a lot of love in this connection, that is for sure. Well, I hope that this resonated for you, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and I hope you got something out of it and it was helpful. If you like this video, Please do all that great stuff, the like, comment, subscribe. It helps my channel out so much to grow, and I appreciate it so very much. It was great to have you here with me, and I hope to see you in a future video. Bye now. Welcome to your reading pile 2. You chose this hummingbird spirit and this Labradorite crystal. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna say right off the bat, I can tell that this is a super strong connection, and there is a lot of like intensity and a lot of like, there's a lot of layers to this specific connection, I can tell. So very likely that you have known this person for a while, or you guys have a very deep-rooted history with each other. Let's dive in a little bit, because we're starting out the reading with this like 10 of Cups here. And the imagery here is 2 angels holding hands. So I'm getting the sense this is like quite the divine connection that you have here. I feel like it's a connection that has, especially with this background and everything, I feel like a connection that's quite old as far as lifetimes go as well. I feel like for many lifetimes you have revisited being with this person. Very interesting. So your person that you're thinking of, they have a lot of polarizing feelings about this connection, and they have very good intentions. However, I see that there's like significant things that are holding them back. So we have that beautiful 10 of Cups here, but then on the other side of that, there's this 8 of Wands. And when the 8 of Wands comes into play, it's like a swift action. So it's like a desire to like come in and take action quite quickly. So there might be something driving them that they feel like they really need to do it now. Otherwise they're going to lose that opportunity. This is like a strong movement card, and it's a desire for communication. So they feel the need to do this now. And what I'm sensing, I mean, it might not be the case for all of you, but I'm seeing in the present position with these 2 cards. So here we have the 8 of Cups. And what I'm seeing with this 8 of Cups is that there's also like kind of a fear. And the fear is making them consider withdrawing from this connection. There's like a need to like also run the other way. It's like a retreat kind of energy. And like they would like to move on. And they feel abandoned, unfortunately, right now. They're also like feeling... I feel like this is what's getting in the way, is like this 3 of Discs energy. So this could be third party energy, either from them or from you. So you might be with someone else, or they might be with someone else. But either way, from this 3 of Discs, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, they're definitely their own worst enemy right now. They're letting it play a lot on what their actions are going to be, and they're holding back a lot because of that energy. They're worried about somebody else, and it could be somebody else that's there for them on their end, or it could be someone else that they fear is there on your end. So take it how it resonates, but that's a fear that they have, and it's holding them back a lot. It's making them consider moving on. But this connection is so strong here with this 6 of Cups. It's not something that they would do lightly. It's really not. They feel like, you see how there's like all of this like gold in these cups. They recognize how special you are. You're like solid gold to them. They would not abandon you lightly, that is for sure. But then it's this 10 of Swords below it. This is like a cruel ending. So they actually might be scared that for you, it is completely over and that they don't have a chance. I feel like that's a fear that they have. So on either side here, you have 10 of Cups and then you have 10 of Swords. So it's like 10-10. So on one end, they recognize this beautiful, nourishing connection that they would have with you. It's like sustained happiness, you know, like their wish would be completely fulfilled with you. You're like their ideal person. But then on the other side, you have like the 10 of Swords, which is like they just want this pain to end. They're experiencing a great deal of pain. And it's like a very, very, very harsh ending. It's like a complete and painful ending. And they're at rock bottom right now. And the direct connection, the reason why they're experiencing this rock bottom is because of how much you mean to them. Because their feelings are so deep and so strong. They've hit like a new low, unfortunately. And they're trying to grapple with what to do about this. Here we have the Magician. And below it is the Tower. So again, it's like you have a beautiful card and then you have a very difficult card to clarify. So the Magician's all about like attainment and like transformation. It's a divine masculine card. It's all about alchemy and magic and making like it's about divine timing as well, but it's like trusting in the process. It's like turning their visions into reality. And this is what they really want to do, is to be able to manifest this connection with you and be able to make, no matter what the situation is, make it work. But this Tower here is like really, whatever happened between the two of you was very profound to this person. Quite profound, and it shook them to their core. It was a disruption and a conflict that it shook them so much that it changed them. It changed them at the cellular level. They're not the same anymore. And they don't know if they can offer you what you need. They would like to believe that they can. They do feel powerful now within themselves. They've gained all of this, they've gained like this certainty within themselves over time, and they're trying to get over this like sudden and major loss and change that, like everything, their whole way of existing was like overthrown, and their way of life changed completely when they lost you, is what I'm feeling. Let's get some oracle cards here, because yeah, this is like quite heavy stuff. All right, so we have balance here. So this is like balance, stability, standing firm. So they need to gain their ground. They need to find a balance between things. So this could be between their family life and their work life, or it could just be anything really, that two things that are very polarizing that they need to balance between, that they had difficulty doing probably in the past. They felt they weren't so good at balancing and being like a stable presence in your life before, and they've really managed to work on that now. They're much better at it, they feel like. Here we have the Sacrifice. This is interesting. This is like offering, but like it's an offering from their heart. It's like they recognize that what they send out into the world is going to be returned to them tenfold. So what they're offering is not something small. They're offering something that is the most meaningful. It is the most important thing and the most precious thing to their heart. It is something that they cherish deeply, and they're offering it. They're getting ready to offer it to you. We have here the Sweat Lodge. So the Sweat Lodge, it's like a place of mystic healing. It's hitting the reset button and like reflecting. Those are all things that are associated with that. These situations that have come about since you two have separated, whatever happened to make you separate, and since then have really had them reflecting very heavily. And it really did, in a sense, hit the reset button for them. They're trying to reinvent themselves. I don't feel like they're all the way there yet, though. They still feel like this is like 100% over on your end. But for them, of course, they're still holding on very deeply. They still have a great fondness for you, especially with that Six of Cups that's back there. They care about you very deeply. They're still unsure, though, about your feelings. They still feel like on your end it's over. Wow. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I don't know that there's much more I could really add to that. You have here, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. This is interesting with that balance card. So it might be that they're figuring out a way so that either, no matter what they decide, however they move forward, that it will still be like a win-win kind of outcome, that it will still be beneficial, that there won't be any losers. They don't want to come around and have it be at detriment to you or hurt you. We have here farm. Quite a specific message. I'm not sure. And we have horses there and a barn in the background. So this might be something that they're retreating towards, is like nature, being around animals. This might be something that gives them a lot of solace and comfort at this time. It might also be something that's reminding them of you. They may have a very specific message. They may have wanted to take some of you horseback riding, or you have gone horseback riding with this person, or some of you may really just love horses, or they may really love horses. But yeah, the farm is basically like living off of what you have and cultivating what you have, growing what you have. So that is something that they're trying to do. They're trying to make the best of what is already provided to them. The resources that they have, they're trying to really grow off of that. We have trust and faith with this beautiful angel statue image. So trust and faith. So they may be looking to their soul guidance at this time. They may be really tapping into their spirituality to give them some answers. We have the house here. I'm getting a very specific message for some of you. Some of you may, okay, how do I put this? So your person, your person really has a strong desire to have a house in the country. Like specifically borderline like a farm, like I said. But just like somewhere in the country where they can really just like live off of the land. This is something like a cottage or something like that. Some of you, your person really wants that. For others of you, it's just that they're really thinking of having a home with you, and they consider you to be their home. You feel like home to them. And we have the key here. Yeah, wow. Yeah, for a lot of you, I feel like some are specifically considering getting a home in the country, like an old home, because this key is also so old. This reminds me of a cottage, like an old cottage or something in the country. For others of you, it's just like you have the key to their heart. You are the home to them. We have, I feel like a fool for not apologizing to you. Yeah, they're beating themselves up over some of the choices that they made in the past, and they're scared that on your end it is completely over. They wouldn't blame you, that's for sure. If it was, they feel like it's their fault. You're the only one who can fill this empty space. Yeah. I'm getting that with the home. Like, they feel like wherever they are right now is very empty. If they, no matter where they live right now, it just feels empty without you. We have unicorn purity. I think of something very specific when I see this. Like, you are a unicorn of a person to them. Like, they recognize that they are not going to find someone like you every day. You are quite special to them. We have romance. Yeah. Quite a strong connection that you guys have, and a lot of like very mirrored energy. So I definitely get the sense that this is like either a twin flame or soulmate, but definitely someone who you've had many lifetimes in connection with. You guys are very much mirrored. Your souls are mirroring each other. So when they're feeling pain, you might be feeling it too. And when they're growing as a person, you might be in the same situation. We have here freedom. It's interesting because as soon as I saw this card, I was thinking of the bird being uncaged, but strangely, I got the image of the bird coming back to the cage because they were given the choice and now they choose to be there. So at first they may have felt like they had to go somewhere and leave, and now they're kind of like circling back, coming back, because they realized this was like where they wanted to be all along. That's a very specific message, I know, but that's what I'm sensing for some of you. Here we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So there may have been a wound with this person, with their mother specifically. And they may be like just learning how to be better and kinder to themselves and how to love themselves. This may have been something that they were that they were struggling with deeply before. For some of you, if you are resonating as a divine feminine energy, they are drawn to that nurturing energy that you have. We have here throat chakra. They have so much that they want to say to you, and I'm not sensing that their throat chakra is blocked at all. I'm just sensing that they're taking their time, making sure that when they do come forward with what they have to say, it's going to be well received. But yeah, definitely a lot of honest conversations, heart-to-heart conversations that they wish to have with you. We have here feed your artist. And again, with these like antlers, I'm sensing nature is a big deal to them. Deer or something, big deal to them. But yeah, feed your artist. They have a creative side to them, or they really admire your creative side. But they would like to, they want to come forward with something that's not so everyday. They want to come forward with something that really is going to show you how much they've been considering this and how much you mean to them. They want a gesture that's going to be special. Here we have, would you pick me? Yeah, with that 3 of coins, I was really sensing that they're concerned about a third party energy. They're concerned that someone else is going to be in the mix or come and steal you away from them. Here we have, I keep picturing taking off all your clothes. Oh boy. So there was probably a very passionate connection that you guys had. I mean, if you were never intimate like this, and this is not someone that you have been intimate about, it's just something that's crossed their mind, something that they've thought about. We have here the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Yeah, they've gone in this cocoon and now they're emerging fully formed. They were not so fully formed, I feel like, the first few encounters you've had with them, or if you had a past relationship with them, they were still growing as a person. And now being away from you has really broadened their horizons. It's really opened them up to so many things. They've grown a lot. Oh my goodness, we got soulmates again. That is crazy. Okay, so we have the old key once again. I'm getting the sense a lot for some of you, they want like an old house. There's two penguins here. Penguins mate for life. And there's like rose petals, so roses may be significant as well, but soulmates, definitely. That is insane. Got soulmates twice, and penguins mate for life, so they consider you someone that they won't, definitely are only thinking of you as someone suitable to spend their life with. They don't consider anyone else as suitable as you are. Oh wow, and just as I said that, I'm gonna marry your ass. Yeah, they are definitely seeing a long-term commitment, and they don't consider that with anyone else but you. All right, so here we have the monk parakeet. One day a bird flew by carrying a branch with his beak. As he flew by, the weight became too heavy and he dropped the wooden stick. The next day the small bird flew again, carrying a stick. This time he landed on the branch of a tree and rested for a few minutes in the exact place he had dropped the stick the previous day. He then kept flying with the branch held tightly between his beak. The lesson is that sometimes we tire ourselves out trying to make something work when we just need to take a step back and learn from the experience. Be kind to yourself, take it easy, and pick up again where you left off. So this is something that your person's actually in the process of doing. They've kind of put this relationship down for the time that they needed to. And now they're ready to like pick it back up again. They're just trying to figure out the logistics of how to make that happen the right way. They definitely don't want to hurt anyone, and they want to make sure that when they come back it's going to be correct, but they want to pick up where they left off. So we're going to get some charms here. We have, like usual, the head and the heart. See what we got here. All right, we got an anchor. Anchor to you. Wow, we have another anchor. That's crazy. So 2 anchors. This one kind of looks a lot like hooks. You can see that. So I feel like also you got like your hooks in them. This is a symbol that has always resonated to me as like the death card, almost like transformation. But interesting enough, now I'm getting like that steerage sign. Like you see this sometimes in cattle ranches and things like that. I don't know if your person is like super like country farm, like really like down home, like not scared to get their hands dirty, like grew up, you know, taking care of, like just very capable, works with their hands, like type of like rough and tumble kind of person, like goes fishing, probably took care of animals, like took care of the house, maybe works construction or does something, you know, like very physical labor intensive. But that's the sense I'm getting with this person. They're not scared to like get their hands dirty and they're not scared of hard work either. We have the dog here. So your person might be a dog person, or you could be a dog person. Or just a dog may be significant to this connection. And we have the frog here, the jeweled frog. Now, frogs are purification. Like water, energy, purifying, and like coming out with a clean slate. So that's interesting that we got that. I feel like your person has had a lot that they've gone through recently, and now they're coming out renewed. All right, speaking of renewal, we have the jeweled starfish here. And starfishes are known for regenerating. So I feel like your person's heart was broken. And they felt like a piece of their heart was really like ripped out. And they've regenerated, they've come back, They feel stronger than ever, like emotionally also, especially stronger than they were before. We have like the dinosaur. So dinosaur specifically may be important to the connection, but this could also just be an old connection, like I said, very, very old. And we have here like the fairy sitting in the moon with the star. So this is like a wish come true. Spirit's telling me to take one more. Okay. All right, and we have this icon. I believe that's the Virgin Mary. So faith, very strong in this person's heart. Your person may be someone very traditional. Like I'm getting like almost like, you know, southern boy kind of charm. Not necessarily, it doesn't need to be a man, but you know, like those old school traditions, like very southern, down home kind of air to this person. Anyways, I really do hope that this helped you at least a bit, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you got something out of it, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff helps me out so much. I appreciate it a lot, and it helps my channel out to grow, of course, and I would love it if you came back to visit me in another video. Thank you so much for being here. Take care now. Bye. Welcome to your reading pile 3. You chose this hummingbird spirit and this Shungite crystal. All right, so let's see what your person's intentions are and what's on their mind. Now, I'm noticing, okay, so all 3 of these piles so far have had a very common threaded like theme underlying all of them. And that is that I've noticed for all 3, there's kind of been like a very old established connection. And that is completely understandable, especially with the question that we're asking, which is about some kind of connection that you've had with someone that you've either lost contact or this person has like been gone for a little while and come back. So that is totally understandable. All 3 have come out as like showing that you've had history with the person, right? And this pile no different, because we have the 6 of Cups here, which has been showing up. I believe it showed up in all 3 piles. And it's interesting because this is like one of the main themes though of this reading is whatever you had as an established connection with this person has been like the root and cause of them having a hard time letting go. You have some kind of history with them, and it is actually the reason why they like have such warm feelings for you and think of you so fondly, is because of all the history that you've had in the past. Like you've made a very good impression on this person, that is for sure. They don't like think of you in like any ill way or have any ill will towards you. It's interesting too because the 6 of Cups in this spread, I'm considering that like it's a wish granted, and usually I don't necessarily read it that way, but in this spread I'm feeling like it is a wish granted. It's a soulmate connection for sure. They have the beautiful fondness for you, and they think of you in a very warm way, and they recognize the warm connection and the rare connection there. There is a nostalgia for sure. So this could be someone that you've known since childhood, high school. Definitely could also be someone from a past life that you're reconnecting with as well. I'm getting a sense for a lot of you, it's somewhere in your, I would say teenage years though, that where you may have first connected. For the vast majority who picked this pile, I mean, if that's not your message, then you would know, right? But for a lot of you, I feel like, who picked this pile, it's particularly someone that you knew in your teen years. And it's interesting because I'm getting a very, very specific timing. like timeline for this pile only. That didn't really happen with the other piles, but this one, like the timeline is like coming to me super specific. I feel like there's probably a lot of you who have a similar kind of timeline that's standing out who picked this pile. So that's interesting. So I can maybe give you a bit more insight than I could in the other two piles, which will be good. Because I feel like for those of you who picked this pile, timing is everything with this person. Like the timing where you're going to reconnect, the point where you guys stopped connecting, all of that is very significant for you guys, especially. So we're going to touch on that. We've got some interesting other cards here. So we're going to start out with your person's mindset, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you guys, they're not in the most positive mindset, okay? So here we have the Nine of Swords. And especially at night, their dreams, I don't know why this card usually doesn't speak to me this specific way, but I feel like this is like really screaming at me today in this pile that this is like them having a really hard time sleeping, right? This is the card of insomnia and all that, but Spirit is really, really specifically telling me at night in their dreams, they're being kind of tormented by what went wrong in this connection. So I feel like they're having a very specific reoccurring dream that's playing over and over, kind of like acting out what went wrong. And it's kind of like tormenting them a lot. It's heavy. It's very heavy. But yeah, they have mental torment for sure. They're staying up at night. They're overthinking, that's for sure. They're having a hard time with that. So we have here the Knight of Discs. And they are a reliable person. That is for sure. They're reliable, they're patient, they're hardworking, but they are the slowest moving in the deck, in the tarot deck. They're definitely going to take their time before they come forward. And like I said, I feel like for this pile, specifically, timing is everything. So they're not rushing in, they're taking their time, and I feel like you need to not push this to happen, like a reconnection or whatever, because a lot of the times you can desire something to happen before the universe is planning it, and there's a reason why the universe is not planning it yet. So don't push, or like, even if you can help it, try not to hope too much that this is going to happen before the timing is ready. So we have here the Eight of Discs. So the Eight of Discs is like really highlighting the fact that they're willing to put the work in. They're prepared to do what it takes, but they are going to take their time to make sure that it's done correctly. They're not going to rush. We have the Hermit here because this is the state that they're in. They're learning their lessons. They've gone on like this journey, and like this spiritual journey, and they're learning their lessons at this time. Okay, so this may not be what you want to hear, but at this specific time, they are a bit shut down emotionally. They're not letting anybody else in. They're kind of like in their own bubble, doing their own thing. They're not giving anything away. They're like on their quest for like their personal truth at this time. Here we have the Three of Wands. They're going through a really major life upgrade. This is like a gateway for them, like new opportunities and expansion, and they're just like full force in that right now. They're like venturing head on into this gateway. So you can see that there's 3 wands here, right? And they're using one of these wands almost like a walking stick to like balance themselves, anchor themselves. and they're going into like this gateway here. So that is like a very good symbol for what your person is doing. They're going on this adventure, and they've armed themselves with what they need to do this properly. Your person is very anchored to the earth, so they definitely could be an earth sign. I'm getting that pretty strongly with this specific pile here. They could be an earth sign. They could be very grounded. We have here Judgment and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so these are interesting paired together. All right, so the Judgment is restoration. It's like a wrong righted. It's a release from their like own bonds. And the Nine of Cups is a wish come true. It's success, material pleasure. So the Nine of Cups says look to the card before to determine what like the person desired, right? So the card before this is the Judgment card. So this is what your person is longing for the most at this time, is like this restoration and to like right the wrongs. This is what they really want. They feel like they need to fix what went wrong. They need to find their truth as well. It's gonna be easier for them than they think it will be, but they're definitely not someone who's gonna put up with second best. They're getting like their wake-up call right now, and they realize that if they're gonna have this, they're gonna have it full-fledged, like full force. They want it 100%. But yeah, so your person's deepest wish and desire is to wrong these rights, to have things basically restored. Yeah, they don't want to be like in this like mind state and mental torment anymore. They want to get back to being confident and sure of themselves. So here we have the Page of Water, or the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is, I can guarantee with this Page of Cups, they're going to come forward with an apology. This is like, normally I would read this as like a new love coming in for you, but it's this person coming in with a new offer of love is what this is. They're going to apologize. They're going to right the wrongs that they should have before. So yeah, your person's definitely coming forward. Okay, so the next, you got a lot of tarot cards, by the way, pile 3. The other 2 piles did not get anywhere near quite this many tarot cards. But I'm going to try to like blast through this as quickly as I can, because we also have a lot of oracle cards for you guys. And I know I don't want this reading to be too long. We're going to try to keep it like as short as possible. We have the Ace of Wands here. This means passion, desire. They definitely have all of that. They're very attracted to you. I'm just going to say that. If you have any doubts about that, they're very, very, very attracted to you. They would take the opportunity to jump on you if they could. And it's interesting because they are someone who takes their time and everything, but they feel like when they get there, it's going to be worth it. They're going to want to take their time to enjoy you, to enjoy being with you. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. So again, this gateway, wow. All right. Okay, jumping into the Knight of Cups. They're acting like they're fine. But underneath the surface, like their feelings are super intense. And they're keeping the feelings to themselves. They want to come forward, like definitely, and they will come forward. Like I said, especially with that apology, if nothing else. But they also want to offer you like this future. They want to offer you something meaningful, but something's holding them back. Their love is definitely, though, 100% pure and true for you. And they definitely still love you. They want to tell you that too. They want to tell you they love you. They want to express their love in any way that they can. And you see how he's drinking here? For you guys especially, I'm getting the sense, I don't know if some of you are like big wine drinkers or whatever. And there's a cat here too, by the way. But you have all these barrels of wine and everything. They just want to like sit down and have a drink with you. I don't know if a lot of you that was something that you enjoyed together. But yeah, I'm seeing for some of you specifically, you guys really enjoyed drinking wine and stuff. You enjoyed like the finer things. You guys are you guys were a very elegant couple. So 2 of Wands here. They have a big decision to make, and they're gonna have to make the choice where to put their energy. They're at a fork in the road presently, like right now. They're figuring it out, and they're gonna be waiting for the results. And like I said, for this pile specifically, timing is everything. Like they're making this important decision right now as we speak, and it's going to influence and impact everything that comes forward. So what they decide now is going to be, this is the thing. Okay, so I don't ever say this actually, but for you guys specifically, pile 3, you might want to watch another video or another reading. Doesn't even have to be one of mine, but just watch maybe another video in the next days to come, possibly a week or 2. For a lot of you, I'm getting 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, try to watch another video, because they're going to have made that decision by then, and things will start to like evolve enough for you to be able to get a better sense of where things are going direction wise, super specifically. Because right now they're in the process of making that very important determining decision. So yeah, I know that's super specific, but for some of you, watch another video in 2 weeks, okay? All right, so we have here photograph. Yeah, so I'm gonna get out your we're doing the oracles now. So photograph, they're looking at your pictures, guys. They are looking at your pictures. They can't get enough of your pictures. Wow. Okay, we have here like the Knight of Wands. Your person may be like of European heritage too. Some of you, they might specifically be like Italian for some of you, and that might also be where the wine comes into play. That's only for some of you, but yeah. Knight of Wands is like a very passionate person. They are super passionate, but it's like, I'm seeing for you guys specifically, it's passionate communication. It feels like this person has been kind of like in and out of your life though, and you haven't ever like gotten closure from them. It's a very lusty connection, I feel like, and a very like inspiring, creative, probably kind of connection, but it hasn't been very solid up until now. Your person right now is probably more solid than they've ever been. Sorry, I'm just like thinking about, okay, so we have here the Page of Discs. They're figuring it out though. They're becoming aware of what you want. And this is like a card of them manifesting. They want to manifest to be the person that makes you proud, that does all of that. They could also be in the process of having a new job or a raise. They're getting news about money. They're very curious about you though. So they might be looking at photographs about you. They might be watching your social media. Yeah, they're reminiscing. But they're trying to get information about you. They're super curious about you. We have a message here. You are my peace. Nobody makes me happier than you. That's beautiful. We have here, I can't come forward right now. So they will come forward. They just can't do it right now. Like I said, they're going to take their time. But they will come forward when the timing is right. Says, I worry this is all in my head. Yeah, they're very much in their head. They're staying up at night worrying about things and whether or not their perception is correct about a lot of things. Have your time for a nap. Yeah, so don't rush. Take your time. If you need to rest, they need to regroup. Okay. We have here the moth spirit. Surrender now. Yeah. Okay, that's a message specifically for you guys. Surrender. So don't hold on so tightly to what you feel should happen. Let what's supposed to happen happen, is what Spirit is really saying with that card. We have here Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Yeah, wow, these two go so well together. Yeah, let Spirit be your guide. So Spirit is saying to me, don't worry. They are going to take you by the hand. Spirit will take you by the hand and guide you when it comes to this connection. They understand how you feel. They understand how deeply this connection affects you, but they're saying to let go and let them guide you, because they will guide you. When the time is right, you will be led. They're saying you will have no need to even think about anything. You will be led, they're saying. I have here, I'm so sick of missing you. It's your person's message. And we have here, you're brilliant. This is like the Queen of Swords in the traditional tarot. They admire how intelligent you are. They admire how wonderful you are. All the things, like you're a very interesting person. They're never bored with you. We have here, follow through. Yeah, they definitely will. They're not just gonna leave you hanging. They're gonna follow up. Cut the cords of doubt. Yeah, they're in the process of that. They want to eliminate all the doubts. They want to give you something solid. They want to give you something that you deserve. We have here Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yeah, so I feel like the two of you together have a deeper mission. Something that will uplift humanity. Something that is going to be good for a large collective of people. You guys have a mission together. We have here leadership. And that's beautiful. The lights and everything, the night sky. And you have wonders. Your person seems like someone who wants to give you very specific experiences. And not just any kind of experience that you can have with anyone. There's somebody who can offer you things that a lot of other people can't. And they're someone who's quite strong and they're able to lead. And I feel like that is very, very magnetic to you. You're somebody who might want to follow them. We have here the card Wait. See, very specific message. The Spirit's been telling me this the whole time. They know that you're impatient, but they're saying, wait, it's going to be worth it. And this is crazy. Okay, guys, timing. We have a timing card here. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Because I know you guys are dying to know how long is this going to take. This is saying within the next few months. And I know that seems like a really long time, but they know how impatient you are. They're giving you a timing even. They're telling you within the next few months. And I know that might seem vague to some of you, but think of it. What does within the next few months mean? This means at least probably 3 months you'll have to wait. And I know that seems like so long, but it's going to be worth the wait, Spirit is saying. And it's going to happen the way it's supposed to. We have here Bluebird Spirit, happiness. Yeah, see, worth the wait. You are going to be so, so happy with this person. Very fulfilling energy. Okay, so this is what rock bottom feels like. Yeah, your person reached like a new low when they were on their own. And here we have, I want you to decide. So they're going to come forward with their apology. They're going to try to make things right. But ultimately, they're going to leave it up to you. They're going to let you pick. But they will come forward with an adequate apology. We have here the snake. So usually I would take this as someone who is not being forthcoming, someone not being truthful. That is not the energy I'm getting right now, actually. It's crazy. I would tell you if it was, but this is not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing regeneration. I'm seeing the snake shedding its skin. That's what I'm getting from this card at this time. I'm getting regeneration. And we have love life. They are going to make it right. They are going to let you decide ultimately, but they are going to come forward with something quite romantic. They're gonna, could be roses specifically, because I saw rose petals earlier too, and we're seeing roses here. We're also seeing a letter. It could be a love letter. It could be just a very, very heartfelt, how do I put this? Yeah, it could be a very, very heartfelt gesture that they're going to make. Okay, so here we have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Your person could be a Leo. I did get quite a bit of fiery energy. Confidence is your key to success. So yeah, they need to build up their confidence, and once they do that and they figure out the way to come forward, I feel like it's going to be very, very hard to deny them. They're going to be very convincing. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So they might even be talking about you to somebody, a mutual friend or somebody mutual between you two, or just someone who knows you, or knows of you. They might be leaning on them a little bit for something. It might be for that gesture that they're going to make, or it could just be in general to gain that information that we were talking about. But they are seeking guidance from someone. Okay, so here we have sacred action, decisive focus. Sacred action, decisive focus. Yeah, they're in their mode right now. They're like honed in. Okay, and here we have money tree. As the wind ruffles the leaves, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Abundance is falling in all forms if you're open to claim it. Stand under the money tree and collect your blessings from the second you planted the seed. The roots dug so deep, laying the foundation for your blessings. The universe showered it and nourished it. It's already yours. Yeah. Okay, so abundance falling like leaves of a tree. Yeah. Once things start to fall into place, it's going to be like when it rains, it pours. Once one thing starts to click, everything's going to start to click. So it might be that you get contact from them. And then you get contact from them, and then like your money even starts to get better. And you might like get a bonus somewhere or something like that. Or like just everything's going to start to click into place. You'll get a new opportunity that you never thought. So like it's just going to like be a snowball effect kind of. So one thing's going to go right, and then many things are going to start to click for you. Yeah, so let's get, oh, this is so exciting. I really like this pile, you guys. It's really interesting. All right, so we're gonna get some charms. We got the head and the heart here. Let's see what they're thinking and feeling. This has been a super fun reading, guys. I'm so happy that we got to do this. All right. So we have here like the blue horn. That is a protection kind of stone, actually. And it's like a very regal kind of stone also. Your person holds you in high regard, that is for sure. I'm really getting the sense of European though. A lot of Europeans have this kind of a stone. I'm getting especially like Mediterranean. Could be Greek or Italian, something like that. Okay, so we have like an old coin token for games. So they could be thinking, oh, this is super specific too. Sorry guys, if all of these messages are really specific in this pile, but like this is just what I'm getting. Spirit is like chatterboxy in this pile for some reason. All right, so they're saying sorry for the games that they played in the past, and the games that they may have played, or the games that they may have seen. Maybe you perceived games where there weren't any, but either way, they're just sorry for any of that, even if it was just a perception and it wasn't actually the truth or their intention. They are still very apologetic about that. Interesting. All right, so we have the starfish regeneration, and we have here the band ring. They might be really considering a commitment. And we have the butterfly here. So they think of your beauty. They think of you as quite exceptionally beautiful. Let's see what's in their hearts, shall we? Ooh, we have the other ring here. Yep, commitment. They have it. They have that desire. We got the anchor. So they're super, super anchored to you. And we have the infinity symbol. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, with these three, I mean, it's like dead set. Their heart is yours. We have here like the Virgin Mary and the baby Jesus. So faith. They may just have faith that you guys will reconnect, or they could be a person of faith as well. But spirituality, definitely. We have like this mandala. There's something about like the cycles though, infinity and flow and everything like this. Your spirit's energies are kind of like woven into each other a lot, I'm getting. So we have two here. We have the angel of peace and the angel of promise. Like these little prayer things. Angel of peace, angel of promise. So yeah, they want to give you peace of mind. They want to make a promise, a commitment to you. Let's see, should we get one more? One more, Spirit. Oh, okay. We got the moon. And it's like a blue moon. Emotions are definitely running high, but also I feel like it's a blue moon, like something that happens once in a blue moon. It's not going to be, like I said, the timing is going to be super important. Whatever is going to happen, the opportunity, it's going to be very specific. This opportunity. It's going to be an opportunity that cannot be replicated, I'm hearing from Spirit. Yeah. Sorry if, yeah, sorry. I know these are like very odd kinds of descriptions of things, but this is just what I'm getting. So this is what I am repeating to you. Anyways, guys, I really hope that this helped. Sorry if it was a bit long. I know a lot of you don't mind that, but if you did, sorry about that. I hope that this reading helped you in some way, and I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps my channel out so much to grow, and I appreciate it so much. And it was lovely to be able to read your cards and your charms here for you today. I hope to see you guys in a future video. Take care now. Bye-bye.